All right, we're live. I'm Joshua Kemble, and this is my 222nd live stream where I usually work on comics. And today, I am not going to be working on comics. I'm going to be playing a quick round of Risk, and then working on comics off stream. And I'm going to be working on page 69. Yeah, that's right. Anyhow, um, so hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Who am I? I'm Joshua Kemble. I've been an art director and illustrator and graphic designer for about 20 years, and an art director for over 7. And when I'm not art directing and doing illustration and graphic design, I'm working on comics, big graphic novels like Two Stories and Jacob's Apartment. Two Stories is my comic that talks about, it's autobiographical, and it talks about my journey learning how to deal with depression. And Jacob's Apartment is a slice of life, a coming of age story about two roommates who, at tumultuous times in their lives, one roommate has lost their father to cancer, and the other is going through a kind of broken relationship. And both of them are kind of questioning their identity. As they're looking for their identity, they kind of find each other. And it's a book about questions of faith, about young love, and ultimately about dreams and reality kind of interweaving. So it's like if you took Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind, mixed it in a blender with Ghost World, that is Jacob's Apartment. So that's my two books, Two Stories, Jacob's Apartment. You can get them at bookstores everywhere. Other than that, I am going to be on my redemption arc. So for those of you who don't know, on top of doing comics and all of that stuff, I've gotten really interested in the game of Risk, and I actually attained master's status. And if you notice on the last two streams, I kind of got my, pardon my language, but my ass handed to me playing the game. And I had a feeling that that would mess with my status, and it totally did. And so this is the thing about playing the FFA global ranked games. Games like that affect your ranking, and that's the risk you run by playing. And I'm not like perfect at this game yet. I'm on a journey where I'm attempting to become a grandmaster, and I've been set back. So I'm kind of like Rocky at this point. I lost a couple rounds, but I'm still in the fight. So I have been downgraded to an expert. I'm at the very top of expert. We'll see if I get lower rankings on expert, or if I can regain my master status of Risk. And I secretly think that maybe it was a psyop from Gary Hodges. I'm kidding, but yeah. So anyhow, it should be a fun game. I'll be streaming, and I'll just talk you guys through it, and then I'll go off stream and kind of get my comic stuff done. But hopefully this stream will be fun for you guys to watch. And it is a Monday night, so who knows who will show up or if anyone shows up. But let's get to it. Let's get into the Risk. And again, like the stakes are, I could go from expert to master probably in a couple games again, or I could go from expert down to like whatever came before that, like intermediate, I think. So my ranking is the stakes are high, you guys. This is going to be insane. Trying to turn up my light a little bit so you guys get better lighting. All right. Without further ado, let's get into playing Risk. Quick round of Risk before comics. And if you guys are joining or do join in the chats, let me know what you're working on and what you're up to. All right, here we go. Here's the Risk cam. And we're going to find a game. That's always the catch. I like to play fixed on global ranking. As you'll notice, I am no longer a master. I am an expert, and I'm hoping to kind of rectify that tonight. And who knows, maybe I won't. Okay, so we're looking for fixed classic game, preferably 6 people. There's 2 of 6 joining this one. Let's see if there are robots in it. There's no robots. Okay, so we're going to join this game. I love it. I just have to hit ready when it comes up, and then we're starting the fight, and I'll walk you through my process of how an X-Master plays Risk. And who knows? This could be the game where my ranking goes lower or higher, but the stakes are high, and hopefully that'll help me to focus. I am the first position, so I play first. I have to figure out where I'm going to head. I think right now my best play is to make a slow move towards Europe. I think I just move 1 point forward, though. Do we dare do 2? Let's see how our rolls go. Yeah, I think 1 point is as much as I could afford there. And I'm going to consolidate my 4 with my 4 just to tell people, hey, I'm claiming Europe. Hopefully pink is a decent player and doesn't just blast through my 4, because it does look like they might angle for South America, but we'll find out. Red is going for North America. That's a smart call. Blue, let's see what blue wants. Blue is... Where is blue going? Is blue going to contest me for Europe? I don't know what blue does. Blue might be making a move towards Africa. They might also think they have a spot in Europe, but I don't want them in Europe. But that is a little concerning. If blue is making a really strong case for Europe, then we might have to play a no continent game. We'll kind of find out. Purple is going to go for Australia. We'll see how bad they want Australia. If they hit 1, hitting the 3 first. So we'll find out if they close Australia. Do they hit that 3 into that 2? That would be a really bad move. Okay, they're playing it slow. So my secret hope, Australia is always in contention in this game, and my secret hope is that green and purple will start battling it out for Australia and kill each other. Pink is going to make the safe play for South America. They're doing it nice and slow, and I like that they gave me time to move my troops. Let's see if green messes that up. No, green does exactly what I wanted them to. That's great. Green can still move that 3 down, though, and move that 5 down. So they safely, I would say green securely has Australia. And we're going to go ahead and kind of move our 7 up. 7 up. And I think what I'll do is move my 4 up, and I'm going to just get out of Africa, opening it for blue as like an olive branch, like, hey, blue, we're cool, but Europe's mine. Blue's in a rough spot, though. Not too rough. If they're smart, they make a play for Africa. It looks like pink is going for South America, so that as long as blue plays ball, they should be good, actually, for Africa. Blue might also make a play for Australia as well. Or they might just build up their troops so they can hit me and try to take Europe. I don't see them taking Europe, though. I think what they're going to do is wait for Africa to kind of move. They're seeing the winds down in Africa. And I noticed we have a viewer. How's it going? Just playing a quick game of Risk before I have to work on off-stream comic stuff today. On page 69. That's right. So I think that 2 is dead. The one in North America. So if it doesn't get cleared out within the next turn, I think what I'll do is try to see if I can get a card with it. Even if I can't, at least I'm not wasting troop area. And I think I might, strangely, because of that 14, I'm a little worried that I don't know whether I keep my 8 and 7 separated or whether I consolidate them. I got to kind of think it out. That is well played. Do we have allies in this? Let's make alliances. Now this is going to be telling when you see who doesn't accept an alliance. Usually it's younger players. Green is just begging for somebody to take Australia. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think blue seems like a more competent player than that. And they're definitely in a more secure position now. So do I have my 2 go in? 2 and 2? I think I need to... I'm going to just try to blast my 2 out because I don't need my 2. That's good. Okay, I got a card. I wonder if I should consolidate my 8 and my 10 because that puts me in a pretty strong position. But I think I need to have a stronger position than that. Hopefully blue doesn't move in. I like having a 17 though. That's a good warning for blue. Like, hey, don't try anything funny here. Any fancy moves. And I have a decent cash in. It's good news. I just missed whatever move just happened. Let's see. Red is slowly closing in, solidly taking North America. Blue takes the hint. I love it. Good. Blue, go ahead and take Africa. Blue's going to work slow too. This will be an interesting game, guys. I think I'm going to do a no fortified back to my Europe. And I think I'll keep where the green 1 is unless play otherwise changes. And I probably take it next turn unless something significant changes. Does purple, because purple's kind of without a country now, do they start putting it in contest? I don't think they do. Looking at it, and I'm wondering if purple's pretty low. Can I eat purple for cards? Purple has 10? Might be too risky of a play. I could eat purple, but I think I think the cost of eating purple right now is not good. So I think I give the purple eating to someone else. Those cards would be fun though. But it's only 3 cards. I think if purple ends up like not being able to cash in their cards, maybe we try to eat them next turn if no one else does. I like that green didn't have a super confident start of Australia. They're going to grow in power because they're one of the first to close their territory. That's good. And we have our trade available. I love it. Okay. Let us get solidly situated and test who breaks England. That's a pretty good timing to get England. Let's see if blue plays ball. Blue is my ally. So how much of an ally does blue end up being? It's a big question. Red might also feel threatened, so they might fortify. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they get the signal, hey, we can be good neighbors. How's it going for everyone? If you have comments on the stream or any tactical suggestions or anything like that, feel free to chime in. We're playing an FFA ranked Risk game. I'm glad I was a little worried for a second there that blue was going to break me for no reason, and then we have a bad neighbor situation this early in the game. Blue actually, by doing that, makes me think they might be a big threat. Like, not in a negative way. That was a pro move. Because they're actually trying to ingratiate themselves with red by being like, hey, I'm getting out of your hair. Go ahead and take your territory. So far, I haven't seen any crazy aggressive players, but that could change right now with purple. Purple has 4 cards. They look pretty tasty. If no one else eats purple, I think I eat purple next turn. I think I can take that risk now. For 4 cards, I think I can take that risk. We'll see if anyone else beats me to the punch. Pink is kind of reading my thoughts. I don't like pink's 3 being there because now I have to eat pink's 3 to get to purple's 1. Let's see if anybody beats me to eating purple. It'd be nice to have an extra set of 4 cards. Now, what would be sad is if those 4 cards don't equate to 10, because then it might cost a little more than it's worth. And I have to say, the last 2 games I played, part of why I went from master to expert was that I was being a bit too aggressive. Oh, I love it. I love that so much. Now I can definitely eat purple. That's amazing. Green just handed me purple. That's beautiful. So let's go ahead and eat purple. Should we break through there and release greens? Oh, yeah, why not? Okay, we ate purple. Hopefully that wasn't too aggressive. And we only have cavalry, but it was still worth it. It was worth the lunch, hopefully. I'm a little scary now, though, so I might be a bit of a target. And I need to move that 3 out of blue's territory because we're allies. Now the question is, okay, yeah, green doesn't have a cash in. This puts us in a really good spot in the game. We are definitely the lead at this point. We're at 41 troops. I think red takes North America. Question is, are they going to be a good neighbor? We going to be cool, red? Good. Red's a smart North America player. They see that there's no hostility coming from my side. Blue, are you going to break me? That's a good chunk of troops, but that's enough. If blue lets me, I'll move that 3, but if they eat that 3, I'll forgive them. I don't want that 3 in their territory. That is awesome. Thank you, blue. Tell you what, I'm going to actually move that 3 on my next turn, okay? Is pink the aggressive player who starts the aggression? It looks like pink is lined up to hit America. I love it. That's good. South America and North America being in conflict is good. That protects my border quite a bit. Unless pink gets bright ideas and decides to crawl up and hit England. But my England play, at least the one I'm doing here, is knowing full well that I might get hit. I only have infantry, but right now I want to keep my lead. Usually you don't want to cash in infantry. But again, I want to keep my lead. I want to be a big, scary number that's not hostile to my neighbors. Oh, no. I needed to move my 3 out. Darn it. I'm sorry. I should have... That was a bad play by me. That might piss off blue. Blue might actually just break me just for not moving my 3. Because now they have to eat 3 troops. That's not a very good ally move. And they were being really nice and even delaying taking their country so I could move my 3. And I didn't. That's a bad play by me. So we have a couple alliances here. It looks like we might also have some rage quitters. Maybe not. It looked like red was offline for a second there, but they're back. Red also has a 19, and they're in suicide mode right now. This game could easily be over if red has just given up and they decide to hit the strongest player, which happens pretty often with suiciders. Although, honestly, I've been pretty cool with red. They wouldn't have a reason to do that. Hopefully, blue is smart enough to kind of leave things open. Sorry, blue. I'm going to give blue a heart, though. They rocked it. Good job, blue. I don't like that blue is fully fortifying. So when somebody fully fortifies like that, it means that they're probably aiming to break. They don't fully trust their neighbor. And I get it. They kind of have to defend. But here's the question. Is red so mad at pink that they blast through me or just suicide me? And also, does green break me? Because that's quite often a pretty common tactic from when you play the style I'm playing right now. That tends to be a very common play. Do I leave myself open to be broken is another question. I think I do. It's one of my favorite things about this Europe play is you just kind of build up, get powerful, people break you, it costs you a troop or two. You just restore. We just got to hope that red does not suicide. And red is sure seeming like suicide territory. I think red is trying to build up their 20, though, and then I think they switch back and try to hit pink. Good play by pink, though. It's hard for red to retaliate. Did you see blue? They feigned to attack me first. They want to break me, so I think it's going to be like one or two times till they break me, but they really have to consider, and this is the beauty of it, they really have to think, do I want to unleash that 42? Because they break me and that 42 is coming down. Pink is going to start making the slow play for North America. I don't know if they get kind of cocky and break through Greenland, or I think that's Greenland, and hit mine. I don't know why they're doing the slow roll on a 1, because they lost like... Yeah, Red laughed about that. I can't blame them. They just lost like 6 troops to a 1. Like, if you're a large number hitting a 1, don't do the slow roll. Just do the balance splits. Okay. Green. Is this when green breaks me? Green is not happy about that big 42. They want to keep this wall that I'm building between them. We're going to go ahead and hit this. And we're just going to do the slow play. Because right now we have the leader's advantage. So our goal here is to not make enemies. What I'm worried about is red is slowly going to lose this game. And does red get mad and suicide me? Which is really common. And it's kind of a bummer. That actually happened to me a few times. That's one of the reasons I kind of went from a master to back to expert, was that a couple players that just couldn't tolerate that they couldn't play decided to just suicide. And if you guys are playing Risk and you get the clever idea to suicide someone, just realize, yeah, blue's going to break me here. But there's not much they can do about breaking me. Maybe not. Okay, blue does not break me. They decide to fortify even stronger. Blue is getting pretty strong, though. So if we keep copacetic, blue's in a pretty good standing. Blue is fortifying up, though, but they're also fortifying up in a retaliatory fashion, which is smart. So rather than create an arms race with pink, what they're doing is saying, pink, you hit my 10, I have a 20 to come back at you with. That's kind of my 49 position here. Does pink break me? They have a nice blockade kind of preventing me from retaliating. But I think right now they really want England. The question is, what do they do when they get to that 22? And how does red feel about them? I kind of wish blue would take a less offensive stance and kind of like realize that they could open up 22 to blast through them and take out pink. And I want to leave that option open for them. If they want to break through my territory, this is only 4 cards. That's not even worth cashing in at this point. Just because I have a pretty solid lead. Blue will slowly catch up a little bit with me, but they can't take me out. So unless red decides to suicide me, then we should be good. And I'm trying to leave my 56 open to attack quickly if need be. Does red suicide? When does red suicide is more the question. But if you guys are new to Risk, just realize a lot of new players think, oh, I know what I'll do. Because I played terribly, I'll suicide and ruin someone else's game. Don't do that. It's just a lame thing to do. Darn it. So I have the Joker, but I think I just have to cash in and get like 2 extra troops. That's too bad. I think it's like 4 extra troops, but it's not the best card amount. And the more cards I'm holding on to, the more tempting it's going to be to like do something crazy. I have to say I like that 30 blocked themselves off, and I'm hoping that the 30 decides they're going to play a no continent game and hang out there and be a pain in the ass to pink as pink slowly tries to expand and take over North America. Because right now that's kind of what red's signaling. Now, the question is, does green want to... That's a cheap excuse that's used all the time to break an alliance. Said, sorry, I'm offline, and now they can bot and hit me. That makes me... Oh, they didn't. They didn't bot. That's good. That's actually really good news. I was worried that blue was just going to bot out and just nail me. Does pink hit me? No. I think pink realizes that it's going to be tough enough with the enemy they have waiting there to kill them. Like, big question. What does pink do about red? Pink will get bored with red, though, and probably hit my continent. Peace like this does not last in Risk. That's why I want to keep my 56 mobilized and ready. Things are getting a little tense here. I'm a little bummed that blue is offline. It's a little concerning. But we need to play as if blue might come back at any time. Do we cash in our cards for 4, or do we weaken ourselves a little further? I think we need to weaken ourselves one step further. This might be a really bad choice, but I want to weaken myself one step further. That way I have a cash in waiting. Oh, and it's the weakest cash in still. So that waiting was completely pointless. I was hoping I'd get a better card turn in, but it seems like the fates want me to get 4 cards for my cash in, which is really annoying. But I do have an early game advantage. So right now it's kind of blue and me in our game. I don't like that my ally blue, though, is offline. That's a very dangerous thing. I think they have the settings where it just auto fortifies, though. So that's good. And green is like memeing about that. That sucks. So blue is offline. And blue is going to hit... yeah, everybody's thinking that's hilarious. That blue just hit me. Just wait. I'm going to let blue just kind of have fun. I'll break blue, of course. But blue can hang out in England. That's cool. I know how to kind of beat a bot. I don't want to expend a lot of troops on a bot, though. And I don't need my territory at this point. I'm in pretty solid standing. Assuming that we're just assuming here that I'm not going to open up green to do any sort of attack. You know what? We'll take a few extras, actually. That was probably one too many. Get out of my territory. I think blue stays there. And I have a weak card cash in again. So that's actually good. That's going to make me less of a target to the people around me, which I think is pretty cool. Because I'm at 78 troops, so I'm still the table lead. But pink, especially if red doesn't break pink, which is interesting. Red didn't break pink. I don't know what blue is doing. They're an offline bot at this point, so I don't know what they do. But we just keep breaking blue. I should have probably not broken blue because blue otherwise might have broken yeah, blue is just aggressively, like, this is the problem with the robot. Okay, I'm going to let blue kind of stand because I think blue hits... blue is actually kind of protecting my 66 at this point. That's pretty good, actually. So at this point, I don't think I need to worry about pink. They're gonna hit me, I think. I kind of hope they aren't. But we don't have a good card cash in. But I'm kind of hoping that pink just decides to hit blue. Yeah, that was a bad move, pink. We were cool. Who said attack pink? So I'm breaking pink for that. Because pink's not a bot. And we have an alliance. Oh, wait, we don't have an alliance. Why have I been cool with pink if we didn't have an alliance? Well, that gives me an excuse to hit pink. We break pink next turn. But pink's the big bad guy now. So the question is, does red just kind of continue to let hostilities build? Should we do this to kind of just, even though it's 4 troops, I think we'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and break pink. You know what? I'm not going to break pink. I am going to break pink. The risk is pink gets mad about me breaking them and suicides. That's always a risk because they have that 46 down there. But they have to blast through that 25. So maybe pink gets annoyed at blue and decides to kind of take some action. This is an interesting thing, too, because I've put everybody in a really awkward position. Like, when green is in a position where they're not going to be able to take cards that much because I'm letting blue just kind of grow. Blue is the board leader right now. How long does pink put up with that when they have North America right there? Blue's probably going to take, maybe, did blue not take any territory? Yeah. Go ahead. So blue's now coming at green. And again, it's the bot, so it's like the bot does not care, you guys. The bot cares little. And I'm in a good spot because I'm kind of protected by the bot. Pink's going to start this back and forth with me. I don't know why they'd want to break my territory. They gain nothing from it. Okay, we're cool now, pink. Should I let pink hold North America? I don't think I do. I think the problem is if I antagonize pink too much, Yeah, I think if I antagonize pink too much, it's like game over because pink just suicides. So I think I let pink hold that territory. The question is like, what is red doing? Is red trying to play like a slow long game? Because it's like the ultimate pacifist move where you have somebody who has 2 continents and you're blocking entry to them. You're literally the only person who can hit the continents. So I think they're playing the long game. Like they want to grow up power and then they want conflict to stir up. I want pink to have to fight blue. I want pink fighting a bot. So I want pink nice and strong and big. Green is in a rough position depending on how much the bot weakens itself. And now the 35 is coming for me. It's going to take all my territory too. I love it. Take it. I don't need it. Go break pink. I don't think it breaks pink. It's too bad. Like this is why it's lame when a player like that bots out. It's kind of like cheating. But see now pink's fighting the robot. I love it. Is that lame? I don't know. I think it's kind of cool when other people have to fight robots. As long as it's not me, fight that robot, pink. Expend troops. I'm staying here. Green's going to have to fight the robots too, and I just kind of sit tight. The only problem is eventually the robot card blocks me. Maybe green plays along and card blocks me too. But that's 17. Should I move so that the robot can kind of move more? I think what I do is take pink's thing here to try to signal to the robot that like that's the direction that we want to go, guys. So the cheating thing about kind of a robot is the robot. Yeah, see, red finally takes their vengeance. People have long memories, guys. You remember at the beginning of the game when pink was messing with red? Red was storing up and waiting for the perfect moment. And I think they found it. So with the bot, I might just trade continents. But I feel like when you're this close to somebody who copped out and bought it out like blue did. And the annoying thing is sometimes people use this as a cheat. So like this Arthur guy might have a really high ranking because they play like half a game and then bought out. Or they might substantially have like lost their internet connection. But a lot of times like people use it to kind of cheat because the robot sucks, but the robot's good if you have like a good start. So if you have everything in place, then the robot actually performs better than a human. So blue might take this game by cheating. And blue has a cash-in coming up. Luckily, I had a big stack and I was playing the defensive game. Can you imagine if that had bought it out and I had a bunch of 10s on my, or like a bunch of 20s on my border? They would have just gotten broken and then I would have like maybe 30 troops left. But because I'm at 73 troops, I'm in really good standing for at least for now. Till somebody breaks blue, but the nice thing about the robot is they're going to have to. The worst part about the robot is I'm going to have to. I have to say red's in a really good position because if pink decides to kind of suicide out and get vengeance, you're going to have a crap of a time trying to do it because pink's going to have to break through all those troops. Pink's in pretty good position, though, if they wanted to try to take Africa. The problem is it's a robot, so that 23 comes down on them the second they take it. What do we have for cash-ins? What is up with my cash-ins, you guys? Every time it's infantry? What the heck? I need every cash-in I can get, even 4s right now. Like, I'm surrounded by very big robots. What I want is the robot to kind of fill up England, and then maybe I move down into Africa. But I'm kind of liking the protection I'm getting from the robot. It sucks because I can't accrue a lot of cards, but I also, it's like having a border without having to pay for it. Like for people to hit me, now most angles, they're going to have to break through an 18, a 5, a 9, a 2. Green is getting strong. Green is actually, aside from blue, the bot, green is first place. Blue is actually first place. The robot, the cheat player. Good job, cheater. I love it. But it kind of sucks. I mean, look at this. So this person, Arthur, not a cool move, dude. You're having a robot fight your battles for you. So if they get a title from this, is that worth it? You got to wonder. Like, I wouldn't feel good about a robot getting my score. To each their own, but that's not how I roll. I'm getting a little weaker, but that's okay. I kind of don't mind because, like, I'm not a big threat on the board. We have conflict with pink and red, and we have an impossible situation with blue. And red is crying. I don't know why. Green is memeing a lot. So here's the thing I'll say about memeing that I think is kind of bad. Pink's in a bad spot right now. I don't meme a lot unless somebody's being a total dick. But what I don't want to do is bait people, because you have to realize, like, every time you meme, I'm going to go ahead and break this 3 or this 2, which is kind of crappy that I have to break a 2, but we'll break the 2. Should I move here and let it take England? No. I like my spot. So I don't meme a lot in this game because you got to realize, like, really aggravated players, even red right now is still pissed at pink for kind of ruining their game. So there's a high likelihood that 59 just goes into the 47 and they kill each other. Yep. And actually, red's just messing with them. But then there's a high likelihood that now, like, hostilities are increased, right? So maybe pink gets mad and just goes back up that chain and suicides red, and they're both out of the game. And if so, I'm not in the best position to retaliate because of blue, the stupid robot. But what I want is for blue to start moving towards America. Maybe I let blue know. I'm still debating whether I move forward one and just let blue take England. Blue, the robot player, the cheating robot player. There's got to be a term for that in gaming. I'm not enough of a gamer to really know what that term would be. The question is blue really a cheater? Because if this late in, if you see like 15, 20 minutes from now, them come back online, then they're definitely a cheater. Otherwise, they just lost their connection. But see how it says I'm offline right now? So Red and me are homies. That's good. I don't know. I don't think Red suicides me. I hope not. I'm not going to fight the robot, though. I want to let all these guys... Oh, that was clever. Green is trying to force me to have to eat stuff that costs troops. I don't like that. I'm tempted to eat their 20, but I'm not going to. Not falling for it. I can pay the cost of 3 troops. Smart play, though. I'm kind of curious why blue hasn't moved to the left. Okay, guys, while this is going, I'm going to play a trailer for my book, and we'll be right back with the game. Let's see if we can find the trailer. Yeah, so this is the Wordzoid trailer by Jim Lujan, and I'll catch you guys up on what's happening in the game when I get back.
Well, Peter, since I'm such a big music fan, I'm going to have to go with Karen Carpenter. Oh, Stu, I'm sorry. That's the incorrect answer. Trish, what you got for us?
I'm gonna go with Kim Gordon.
All right, let's check that answer. Kim Gordon. Do we have a Kim Gordon? Yes, and that means you're our new Wordzoid champion, Trish. Dale, tell Trish what she's won. Trish, you've won a copy of 2 stories, a memoir of faith and mental illness. Handwritten, hand-drawn, and handed to you by artist and writer Joshua Kemble. But wait, that's not all. You've also won a copy of Jacob's Apartment, the story of a doomed romance. What happens when you take Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind and put it in a blender with Ghost World? You get Jacob's Apartment, written and illustrated by Joshua Kemble. Trish, thank you for playing Wordzoid.
All right, great job, Trish.
I was told I was gonna get a lifetime supply of paper towels.
Nothing that exciting. I'm looking at my card cash-ins, and I continue to get some of the worst cash-ins. I can't cash in cards yet. I'm questioning a potential move here because I want blue to start attacking green, and I want blue to start hitting pink. So I'm wondering if I move my 81 down into Africa at this point, hit that 3 and that 1 below me, then do I open things up? Because green is actually trying to make a play for Africa, which is pretty bold. And I kind of want all those blue troops going that way. We'll see if making this move brings hell upon me, or if it makes blue kind of take like, what does blue do now? Because blue's a robot at this point. They're still a robot. Yeah, okay. Cheating blue. How's everybody doing, by the way? Pretty slow chat tonight. I do know we have a few watchers. Everybody's probably working on comics, which is what I'm going to be doing after this. Thought I'd play a quick game, but sometimes these games don't go so quick. So what does blue do? Does blue take England? They should. It's a robot. It's going to take whatever it wants to take. And then maybe they fortify around me, so then I'm surrounded and I have no options but to hit a giant stack. I don't know if the robot's that smart, but they might. But my hope is the robot starts moving towards... Yes, robot. Yes. Yes, deplete. Good. The robot's in position to hit pink hard. I like it. That's what I want. The robot's also in position to hit me hard. And now they're accruing 8 troops. But I think I just continue moving down those ones, because my goal is to try to make some of this hostility head in a different direction. I also want to be in position to hit green if they take... Green has a really clear path to victory here, actually. Green is the board leader because blue bought it out. Blue would have probably been out of the game at this point. I mean, they weren't a bad player, but if they weren't botting, they'd probably be out of the game. But green's in pretty good position to actually take Africa. And at this point, I'm kind of forced to play a no continent game, which is kind of a bummer. But that's what happens when you play with robots. If you play early with the bots, they're not so bad. Does blue... Yeah, green. Good. Fight the robots. I love it. Yes, fight the robots. Take those robots down. Take those robots down. I love it. I'm just going to kind of encourage the robots to like head here, guys. You have a really good place here. That's going to piss off green because I just took all their ones. I'm like, nope, you're not getting that bonus. Now that might make green suicide me. Again, like I've been really surprised by the amount of just like lame players that suicide, and there's not much you can do about it. You can try to keep good relations with your neighbors, but that's about as good as you can do. 112 troops, guys. I'm comfortably sitting in third place. Board leader is blue. Yes, blue. Yes. Deplete your troops. The only thing that sucks about that move from green, I don't know if green saw this. Blue was very close. Blue was very close to hitting pink. And we want blue hitting pink. Pink's in a rough spot. Pink's just in a rough spot. Does pink get in the fight with the robots? I don't like that 39 there. I might have wanted to, I might have played that bad. I think what I should have done was left green's ones and just let the robot eat them. Lesson learned. Next time. I'm also in a tough position because now in order to get cards, I think I have to break that 9. But I think the play is not to get cards. But eventually I'm going to have to start eating large numbers. And there's always a possibility because the robot's crazy. Maybe it sends both 39s at me and I'm out of the game. Green is going to fight the robots, I think. Or maybe they get bored and don't break the robots. I want them costing troops, though. Break that 4. Don't break that 4. That's good. So green is definitely making the absurd play that is only possible with a robot to... They did that to card block me. They're making a play for Africa. I think I let them. I think I don't get a card this turn. Really sucks that player bought it out. Is that player back? Nope. So our cheater's still there. I don't mind blue getting strong. I just don't want blue getting strong and hitting me. But there's always a chance. A lot of these cheating players that that will allow the bot to kind of get their victory for them, they'll come in at the very end of the game. Like they let it do all the setups and then they come back and use it to kind of eke out a cheater's victory. Red's making a compromise with pink, which is kind of a good call. Does pink take it or does pink get pissed because red's put them in last place? Or does pink start seeing peace? Does blue move out of their territory or just continue to fortify and not break my 1? I'm hoping that, yeah, that's kind of what I want. It's rough though. Well, I'm glad. That's good. That's kind of what I wanted to. Eat their troops. Keep eating their troops. I'll just chill here. Is that a bad strategy? It's like I'm kind of forced to adapt here. That was a good read on Red's part, because now Red's between a rock and a hard place. That 38 might get stronger. If that 38 gets stronger, what are they going to do? I also like that Green's plan backfired a little bit. Although Green is still in really strong position and standing to take Africa and possibly solidly hold it, which is rare. And again, possible with robots. So let's see what the standing is right now. So blue is in the lead. The robot is in the lead. The robot cheat. It was a player who just bought it out. And then green is now the table lead. And green is pissed at blue. How dare you, robot? How dare you, sir? That's good. I want the robot fighting green. Go fight green, robot. I'm not going anywhere. Green is expending troops fighting a robot. Green is also going to accrue a lot of cards for that fight. Blue is at 107 troops. Green is at 116. Pink has chosen to not... Oh, bad move. Not super bad, but kind of bad. Interesting. So red is fortifying against the robot. And I think being in an attack position for green. The question is, does red want to suicide me? I don't know why they would. I'm kind of not the biggest threat here. I think red is trying to encourage movement of the blue to eat green. I like that it's starting to thin out. I can eat a 2 for a card. That's good. Oh, that's a really beautiful move. I like that some of those robots moved out. And blue, at least we've stopped blue's domain. Like blue will slowly accrue troops and hopefully die. Which is what should happen when people bot out. I'm glad I'm getting assistance from the table. What move happens now is the question. I think green is still making a slow play to take Africa, and they're actually in really solid standing to do so. Now they've got a little bit of a problem, though, because red only has a 2 and a 1 between them and hitting and breaking their Africa. They also have -90, which could hit them and break Africa, but at a heavy cost. So you're green, you're trying to think, where do you move? If you're pink, you're trying to think, do I break blue? I'm surprised pink didn't take their territory. I also don't like that I have a 7 here. That's not that fun. So I'm going to go ahead and... do I let them take Africa? No, that'll make me really unpopular with the table. No, I kind of like having this fortification of blues around me. As much as it's a pain, I also kind of enjoy it. Red does look like they might be angling to suicide, but I think they might also be angling to kind of stop. I mean, that was definitely them just getting a card. But I think they also see the threat of green, because green is currently player number 1. Player number 1 on the board is green. Player number 2 is blue. Player number 3 is me. But I like one thing about the robots that's kind of makes it a little easier to beat them is they are card eaters. Like they just inevitably have to gain cards. They're never just going to sit. And so I like them expending troops fighting the robot. The question is, again, I'm also worried about purple. Does purple, or not purple, pink, does pink get bored and like suicide? Again, and again, I get the bad cards. I feel like this entire game, if I'm crazy, let me know, but it feels like this entire game I keep just getting infantry. And this is like, especially when you're playing a no continent game, you need to be strong on cards. And now I'm in a position where I'm getting card blocked and my card turn-ins aren't that great, but that's okay. I still like the fact that it looks like this is going to create a lot of conflict with an enemy that's not me. It's sad too, because again, like I started this game super strong. This doesn't mean I won't win. There's still a really good chance to win. I'm not sure what pink is doing, what pink's play is. Because pink just being dead in the water is a really... Oh, pink quit. Oh my gosh, you guys. We have 2 rage quitters. It's so annoying. Like, if you're going to play Risk, like, don't rage quit, guys. I want them to... I'll pay the card cost. I only cashed in for 4 anyway. And of course, my roll's awful. I'm not trying to be defeatistic. But we have 2 rage quitters. So we have pink, who rage quit. And again, we'll see if they're like a rage quit cheat or if they're like, you know, we have blue that rage quit. We still have red. Red's still here. Red's getting strong. Red takes this game if nobody breaks red. Because out of all of us, red is accruing the most cards. And nobody, like everybody's playing a very passive game. Nobody wants to piss off that 72. Not yet. I will after. Okay, so we have pink. It's very strange that pink hasn't started moving. This is a little dangerous too, because I'm right next to 2 robots, but okay, pink's a bot now, which is good news for us because somebody's going to break red. Now, red's acting all surprised, but it's like, look at pink. They just bought it out of the game. So pink's going to come at you, and that's actually good news for us because pink's also going to come at blue. So we have robot versus robot. I might have some freedom soon, guys. Green is still in a really solid position to actually just take Africa and hold it. And sneakily so. That's what they're angling for very slowly. I'm still in the awkward position where I cannot get a card because I don't want to break a 4 or a 5. So what I'm going to do is hold troops and hope that the robot goes crazy. So I'm now tied with blue. Green is in position to take this game. Oh, I should do this. I was making everybody wait. That's not good. Green is in like really good standing to completely dominate this game with little to no repercussion. Unless green starts some beef. Red is going to go to war with the robot. That's good. Waste your troops. So right now the game is green's to win at this point. I hate to say. Unless green really errs, I don't see them losing this game. We have the robot war starting. Robot's going to trap me again. I don't think they're going to put me in a card-taking position. The robot's also going to start accruing cards and eating at red. Good news for me, not so good for... Oh, yes. Red is telling me to attack blue, but how am I supposed to do that? Yeah, red, I'm going to eat a 29. I can't. If I attack blue once right now, I'm out of the game. I get eaten by one of you. Do you see that 70 right next to me? I literally cannot. I've been put in this position because we had a rage quitter. Pink will attack blue. Let pink attack blue. Red is mad. They can't take out their anger on pink, who screwed their game. So they're probably going to take out their anger on me. Now I'm in a better position. Let the robots eat each other. Green acting shocked. It should not be happening. You guys, they bought it out of the game. The question is, does the 72 get so mad? I think I have a suspicion that the 72 is a new player. I can eat a 3. I'm going to go ahead and just for lulz, move down here. That puts me in a trap. Is 72 a wuss? Not 72, but the 72 red. Are they going to be so butthurt that they come and suicide against me, the 96? I think they might. I'm not kidding. That's how these games have gone. Like the last 3 times I've played. It just fails to surprise me anymore. So it looks like I hit blue enough for red not to suicide. But red is in... Like when you've played this game long enough, you can kind of get a sense when somebody's about to go AWOL. Like red has no chance of winning this game. Pink has no chance of winning this game. Red's going to get really mad because I think blue might break red or might just trap me further. I do like that 1 next to me, though. That's good. Sorry, red. I can't help it. It's the stupid robot. Oh, that's really good news. You see that 21 faced at green? That's good. But I'm in suicide territory here, guys, where 70 could get bored and suicide out. I don't see them doing that. I think that green gets this game at this point. If the players hadn't bought it out, I think I had a really good chance. I think we're going to be outnumbered pretty soon. Because I think that red is just angry at this point in the game. I think they probably... I don't know. I mean, it looks like pink's going to have 4 cards, so I think they cost themselves that much to get pink. That's my guess. I think they might just deplete themselves eating pink. And then I think that what happens is green pulls around, eats all the cards. I've been in really rough standing in this game, though, because of the people who bought it out. That's kind of a bummer. So we still have an alliance with red and green. And green is making their move for Africa now. And for total domination. And it sucks because it's like gonna piss off the other players that I'm not actively attacking blue, but it's like I've been put in this role of passive, let the robot die out because blue bought it out. Red is, yep, I told you, red's going to deplete all their troops, eating, yep, there you go. Luckily, green, well, no, green's in play, and green just said well played, which is, green said well played because now green is like about 80 troops away from killing all of us and taking Africa, and there's no way to stop green. There is literally no way to stop green. And now is it when they suicide me? Thank God. Red's in a bad spot. I think green eats red next turn and then cleans the board up. Green can win. They're close. They could make a risky play and go for it now. I'm at 100 troops, so I'm not in position to do anything, which is a bummer. Ooh, I like that they couldn't get their territory. That's good. But again, I'm going to be trapped and have to eat cards. Heavy cost cards. Yes. Yes. Fight red. Green wins this game. I'm playing for second at this point. Green is going to take Africa in about 2 turns. And there's nothing we can do to stop him. And I keep getting crap cards. I don't want to sound defeatistic. But man, I was hoping to get my my master status done. And this is not going to be that game. I still think red has a heavy chance of suiciding one of us. And it's going to be me if they suicide someone. They feel like I'm being inactive. Red's costing themselves so many cards. Yeah, and they're putting themselves in position to suicide. So you guys watching this, I just wanted to point out, yeah, red's probably going to suicide me like next turn. Because red's got a lot of anger pent up, and they were going to take it out on pink, but pink bought it out of the game. So I feel like they have to take it out on someone, and they feel like it's my fault what's happening with blue, even though I'm not the player who bought it out. But I think they suicide me. I think that's what happens. And I'm in a pretty good position to take South America, but with this many robots and like at this point, the game's over. Green has this. Should I eat red? 41. How many cards? 1 card? No, they're going to suicide me. I think I just hang back here and hope that red doesn't kill me. Here they come. Watch the path. I've played this game long enough. Yep. Oh. Thank you, Red. So Red's just depleting troops fighting a robot while Green slowly takes over the board. And Green is having the best day of their lives. Because their troops are lined up for total domination. And I am paralyzed because of that last play. Okay, guys, I'm going to put on another trailer, and then we will be right back with the gameplay. I'll notify you if anything crazy happens. Let's put on the trailer for Jacob's apartment. Speak clearly, it seems that only in dreams can we be these things we've seen and walk around breathing things. I don't know the part to play in this heart of mine. There's dissonant things, they split at the seams. All right, so that's my book, Jacob's Apartment, that's out, and back to our risk game. Green is almost at the magic number. They've doubled us now in size. Does Red keep fighting a robot battle? Does Green get bored and clear me or clear Red? Right now, Green's in position to eat Red and take those 3 cards and end the game. I think they might. If they don't, I'm in position to eat Red and take those 3 cards, but I don't benefit as much because I'm not where Green is. Green's moving out to attack. That was actually good news that Green split their forces like that, because that'll be beneficial for the end game. But they're unstoppable at this point. I guess I have 2 cards. So if I eat Red and then I eat blue, yeah, I can't. My best bet is that this kind of plays itself out. My best bet is just a turtle. Sucks. I'm trying to play to win as best I can. Red gets annoyed and suicides me probably. No. Okay, Red's becoming a contender. That's good. Red is going to force hostility between Green and Red. This is good. I'm glad to see it. It's a little too late though. Red spent a lot of resources fighting a robot, which was actually kind of my play. It's like my only play the second that player bought it out was just play with the robot. I'm forced to, so I might as well take advantage. That 24 moves down and card blocks me again. And because Red was fighting the robot so aggressively instead of kind of working with it, it's a little sad because the robot's in no position to fight Green. The other question is, did the blue player come back? No. So the blue player is one of those players we see all the time. So green's going to slowly eat red. But that's good. Now they're at 164. I like those numbers. I think I move a little closer. But I think green takes Africa next turn and eats red next turn and then closes the game out. And there's not much I can do about it unless there's a misplay. Red does not have cards to cash into, so there's a high likelihood red suicides at this point because they have no hope of winning the game. I might be misreading red, but I always feel like people become really sore losers at that point. And it kind of makes sense. It's almost like in war. If somebody's like backed into a corner, they have no way out. Game's going to end. They want to go out in a blaze of glory. At least they have to hit a 9 to do it. And you guys, I swear this is not hasn't been my few days. Do you see my card cash in again? It's infantry. Again, when I need 10s, I'm getting infantry. I'm still in okay position, but I think I've told you guys this. There's a point in Risk where it's a sure win. It's when you can, so if you add, yep, red's going to suicide me. Did they just quit? Did they just bot out? Red botted out. We've had 3 players bot out in this game. I like playing humans, not robots. And now we have 3 robots. Red just botted out. I'm glad blue is hitting green. That's good. Green's now at 144. But you have to keep in mind, green's number that they have to reach is basically you want to reach where you add up to everybody's troops. Robots fighting green are good news for me. Green wasting troops. But green's going to move in on red at this point. They're going to probably take Africa, and there's nobody who can stop them. Okay. Red has 31, 146. This is a tough game. And I have a bad turn in. Ugh. And I can't even afford to hit that 9 because I'm only gaining like 4 troops. But we're closing the gap, you guys. So I think our best bet is just stay true. Stay true to the plan. I need to take advantage of the fact that blue has 3 cards, though. And I think that red might get those 3, or green might get those 3 cards in the next turn. Green's in a really good spot. Very close to closing out the game. But I just closed the gap a little bit by being patient. So let's see what happens. Is red back? No, red's offline. They bought it out. Red is at 28 troops. Green eats red. Next turn. If green doesn't eat red, I'm eating red. I have to. Green also might eat red and blue, which would give them 5 cards. Green's got 4 cards. It's the perfect time, especially if they have a cash in. Hit them again. That's what I want. I kind of want them to hit them again. I kind of don't because it makes them easier to eat. Okay, it's 135 to 122. This is good so far. But I think green is not a bad player, and I think they win the game possibly this next turn. Maybe. Luckily, they split their forces. At this point in the game, they should probably move their 57 into actionable territory. Yeah, they're going to go for red. They can eat red and get 2 cards. I don't know why they'd go for red first, though. They're not. should I eat red? 27, 45. Blue only has one card. But if I eat red, hit green. Yep, that's my best move. So we want to hit, we're going to eat all of red. It's only 2 cards, but I'll take it. And then we're going to start fighting green. We have to. Green's not in a great position because their troops are all divided. Oh, this sucks. I'm going to have to deplete by hitting that 25. That's okay. Let's bring green down a notch. Green's at 117. Blue's at 44. Blue will take all the territory I just took. Green will break it too. Green's going to spread the map and possibly eat blue. I still have a weak cash in. I haven't had a 10 cash in this entire game. Blue's going to break Africa. If I'm lucky, blue doesn't, but it'd be crazy for it not to. Yeah, or South America. And then they're going to work their way up. Nope, they didn't break North, but North America gets broken by blue or by green. Green, if they're smart, is going to move up their 57 or their 63 into attack position. Luckily, they may not be that smart. They're going to move their... they need to move into attack position at this point in the game. They didn't. Okay, good intel. So green is not that smart. So what we do is let's take a sweep through. Maybe we kind of break more of green's territory. We're keeping blue kind of on their fighting side. And we're going to kind of take as much. Oh, I missed one of their ones, but we're trying to take as much of their spot as possible. And that wasn't good. I depleted a lot of troops to get there, but I'm kind of happy to do it. Green will break. You know what? I need to be in attack position for this. Let's be in a position to block. Oh, crap. That was a bad move. I ran out of time. That might have been the losing move from me. I'm at 79. The numbers are 79, 49. Blue's at 49. Blue is a much bigger threat right now to green because that 21 is lined up. Oh, crap. Shoot. Does blue start coming at me? That's good. It unlocks me. Oh, good. Blue is in position to attack green. That's what I wanted. Green will break my other side. Or maybe not. Maybe they just let it roll. Yeah. Green's going to dominate and take as much as they can. They know the end game. What we need to do is swoop down and take back that territory. Sucks because this costs us troops every time. And green is meanwhile accruing troops. So green is at 108. And I think green takes blue this next turn and takes the game. But we made a valiant effort, guys. So green is not playing a bad game. They're basically letting us deplete troops before they move out their killer at the end, which is not a bad method. I'm also really not bad at playing the end game, though. So what I want to do is move myself in a position where I'm going to block the... Wait. Move ourselves here. That 23 might go around my 44. And then he'll move up as 68. If he's smart, though, green hits my 44 with their 23. That would be a killer move. Cripple me in the game. But I like this strategy because blue takes back their territory. They might break mine. That's okay. But it keeps that 22 hopefully pointed toward them, unless it makes them reshift their 22 to the other side, which would be a shame. They can't break north. Eat green. Eat green. Punch green. Darn it. So blue is depleting. And the win numbers are there for green. Green can make a kill now. If you add our troops together, green doubles us, so green can win. Green hits blue. We can't recover that. Blue only has one card, too, so I'm in a pretty losing position here. Now they move out their 68. I hope they don't. They didn't. Thank God I got a 10. Okay, how much do we expend? I want to actually leave the 22. Make the exact same move I made last time. I like that green is trapped in their territory, so that's good news. I like that I can take a good chunk of the board, and it's nice and spelled out here. Should we go through? I think those green cards get eaten by blue. We're just going to eat as much territory as we can. Darn it. I'm running out of time. Green wins this game. Green is at 83. I'm at 54. And blue is at 32. 54 plus 32 is almost 83. Hey, Frank. How's it going? We need blue to start moving where blue is moving. Blue will break my territory. But this is good news. Do not unlock. The problem is we have a bot, Frank. Like a bunch of the players in this game literally just bought it out. And so we have a robot. When does green move their 68 out? That's the question. Now I'm in a rough position because I can't take a lot of territory. I'm at 50. Green is at 98. Blue is at 32. Blue is a robot. Frank said Risk has bots. Yeah, it'll bot out sometimes. Oh, that's good. Green's in a bad spot. Oh, green just made a big mistake. They moved their 68 out, though. Oh, that is a huge mistake. Okay, that's a brilliant play. But now green has to bust through blue. to get to me. I like it. I think what we do is hey guys, we made an effort, you know? Where should I move my 27? I think I just stay there. What are the numbers? Yeah, green still gets this game. There's no way green doesn't win this game. The math is just too far in green's favor. Green has 80. They're like 3 troops away from the winning number. Yeah, so Frank, I was explaining, Risk has bots that can be part of the game, but when people rage quit, depending on the settings of the game, unfortunately, the settings of this game had the rage quitting. Oh, that sucks too. Green can take me out right now. They do. That's what they're going to do next turn. They're going to Oh, that sucks. Good night, guys. Green's going to hit my 27. Yep. Coming right for it. Nope. Are we still in the game? I think green takes this game handily. Yeah, they get those cards. They can cash in. Yep, this is green's game. I'm going to say good game. You guys, I don't get my master status back. Does green stop? They're just cashing in cards. Yeah, we're dead. All right, it was a fun game of Risk. It was a crazy game of Risk. And, man, it came close, you know? You look at that, it's so close. Game over. Whew! If that's a master, we're okay. If not, we're just going to keep losing status. That's sad. I don't think that was a master. I did get 550 points. Let's hope that was a master. I don't think it was. Yeah, I just got beat by an intermediate, so I'm going to lose ranking again. And you know why? Because this jerk, red, quit. This jerk, blue, quit. This novice quit. And pink quit. So it's just... It just kind of gave... Oh, wait a minute. It's back. How did that happen? Never mind. Wow, that's crazy. I wonder if tomorrow it'll change. My master status is back. Wow. So Frank was like, you lost your master status, and it's like, Frank, you committed magic, and suddenly it's back. So what did we learn today, guys? Okay, so before I close out the stream, we learned that persistence, belief, and faith can get you further to your goals. Because check this out. Boom, I want to show that again. Back to a master. That's awesome. That makes me happy. I wonder why that is, because I literally started this stream as an expert. I had been docked, and now I'm like a master? That's interesting. So my master, I'm a master with my master's degree. I have a master's, and I'm a master at Risk. Am I a nerd? I'm a nerd. All right. I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to kind of go work on comic stuff that I have to do off stream, but I wanted to provide some content for you guys in the meantime. And while I'm working on that off stream work, I'll probably be listening to Frank. I think you did an update, right? Really recently, Salazar Art Nation. let me know in the chats. But if you did, that's what I'll be listening to. Because I think I saw that on my YouTube feed and I haven't listened to it yet. So I kind of am looking forward to it. It looked like an update on your project. I think about like character design or something. So I'm pretty excited about checking that out while I work on layout and a bunch of other boring stuff that I do off stream. Have a good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me and playing Risk. And I just want to show this one more time. I don't know how that happened, but I am back to being a master. Maybe it changes tomorrow morning. I don't know. It's a really risky thing, this playing Risk. So who knows? Who knows what happens? All right, guys. That'll do it. And I will see you on the next stream. And hopefully in a couple days, I'll be streaming page 69 of my comic. That's right. Anyhow, okay. See you guys on the next one. Have a good night. And thanks for tuning in. Bye.